Hi, I'm Julian Parsons, and this is going to be my video lesson. So, I decided that I was going to go along with narrating the PowerPoints um, instead of just giving the lesson. So, I will be speaking like I'm talking to students using the PowerPoint. All right, so students, can you all quiet down? I have a few questions for you guys. So, first off, have any of you ever spilled something on your clothes, homework, carpet, or couch? What was spilled? What was the liquid spilled on? All right. Did any of you try to remove the stain? What did you use to try to remove the stain? Now, to change directions here, how many of you have social media accounts and what kinds of accounts are they? How many of you now post on these accounts? All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to do a little activity that is going to relate to social media and how what you post on them can affect people in different ways, and how it's really difficult to get rid of what you post. So, first things first, I want all of you to go over to the table and grab yourself one of these white cloths and grab a bottle of water, it's half full, and I want you each to pass around some red food coloring dye, and I want you guys to squirt 3 or 4 drops into your bottle of water. Once you do that, screw the cap on, and then shake the bottle till it's all mixed up. All right, done? We're good? So after you guys all done that, I want you to place the cloth in front of you, unscrew the lid on your cap, carefully pour a little bit in the cap, and then I want you guys to make 3 different spots on your cloth with the red liquid, and I want you to make sure that it's separated and that they're not overlapping, because you will be using that for something here in a second. All right, you guys all done with that? Good. So what I want you guys to do now is I'm going to go around and I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So remember which number you are, because that's the group that you're going to be together with. And then the students, I count the students get together in their groups. And now for the main lesson. All right, so once everyone is seated with their groups, the first thing you guys are going to do is put on rubber gloves, because some of this stuff is going to be a little messy. And depending on your group number is where you're going to start. So there's 3 stations. It could be station 1, 2, and 3. And depending on your group number is where you're going to start. So in station 1, for group 1, you guys are going to go over there and to the station, and you're going to try use scrubbing off one of your red dots using baking soda. And you can use whatever is over there, which will be toothbrushes or sponges. For group 2, you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to be trying to scrub off one of your red dots, but instead you're going to be using vinegar. And group 3, for station 3, you guys are going to be using soap and water while you're going to try and rub off one of the red dots. Now, around 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to say switch, and you guys are going to go to a different station and scrub a different red spot using the cleaning material that is there. And you can use a sponge or toothbrush or whichever one you want. But your main goal is you're going to try and scrub them off. So then the students, they'll go to each station. I'll say every 5 to 10 minutes switch. They'll switch to go to each station. And they're going to scrub off a different red dot at each station. So once the students are done with all 3 stations, Each of the 3 dots will try to be scrubbed off by a different cleaning material using one of the 2 tools that I provided them. All right, so the learning pieces for this is going to be the white cloth with the food coloring mixture, and the scrubbing objects, the Jamboard, which is what I'm going to have them use at the end of the lesson, and then the cleaning solutions. At the end of the lesson, what I'm going to do to tie back the social media aspect of what you post will always stay up and affect people is I'm going to have them think about what they believe they learned in the lesson, and they're going to post a little sticky note on Jamboard. And you can create a group, and once everyone joins that group, they can create a little sticky note about what they think about the lesson, about what they think is good or bad about social media. And this kind of gets them in the mindset of like they have to think about their response before they post it because other students are going to see it. And this whole lesson can relate to real world experience with social media, because they have to be careful with what they post, because there might be different tools to try and get rid of stuff on social media once it's up, but because none of the students were able to completely wipe off the red dots, it's still there no matter what. So basically, it's giving them an idea that whenever you post something on social media, it never really goes away, no matter how hard you try or what method you use to get rid of that. Physical health, this lesson really isn't surrounded by physical health. It's mostly just scrubbing a lot. And depending on the student, they will scrub very hard to try to get rid of those red dots. The mental health is the main focus of this lesson, where they have to show, it's showing them that some things they say or do will never always fade away, and how it can it can impact people negatively, and sometimes it could be worse than any physical action. So this entails how words can quickly turn a person's mind to more negative thoughts, and that's not good for anybody. Thank you.